All right, how it is, everyone? Welcome to the table. I'm excited for you all to be here today. We are going to hopefully have a good stream today. I'm a little nervous about this because I'm gonna lower your expectations right now. Not good at this game. I am not good, but I enjoy playing it. It's a fun card game. It's generally, one game is pretty quick, but you have to go through a series of games, and that game is Veilwraith by Hallornothing Games. This is a monochromatic solo only game. The only reason I bring that up is because it throws a lot of people off with the color. There is nothing wrong with my camera. That's just how it looks. So I'm not going to do a full teach or anything like that. For those that have been to the channel before, no, I don't really full teach games, but I will give a general overview of how this all works. And then as I play through, I'll explain what's going on and what I'm doing. Hopefully you learn as we go. If I win the first game, that's great. We'll move on to the second one. If I don't, we may bump it on to easy and see what happens then. But before I get into all this, if you're currently watching or if you're watching later on, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, hit the like button, comment, whatever else you could do to help out this channel. I really appreciate it. On top of that, you can also go to my Instagram account where I post random board game pictures, but more importantly, I have my stream schedule up at the beginning of the week so you can see what I'm doing the rest of the week, because tomorrow is Too Many Bones, and next week, I'm hoping for diving into some Marvel Champions if I get my copy. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on right now. But yeah, so that's the general plan. You can check all the links below. There's Discord and all that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get to the game table. All right, so we have laid out right now Veilwraith, and the general gist of Veilwraith is in this deck up here. This is the bad deck. This is my good deck. In this bad deck, I had to create 5 piles. It starts with a key, and there are 5 keys in the game. So 5 keys, 5 piles. There is a Goblin King in the 4th stack, and then some other enemies divided out evenly, randomly between the rest of the stacks, and then shuffled up. So you shuffle the 5th pile, place it down, 4th pile, place it down, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, so on and so forth. So it stays generally in order. So I know the Goblin King is going to be near the bottom. I know about every 1/5 of the game I should be running into a key, hopefully, if I shuffled somewhat well. So what do I have to do with those keys? I have to get those keys. And I usually have to do it with an explore action, but we'll get to those actions later. And I get 5 keys. When I get 5 keys, I have to try to make it through a portal. In order to make it through this portal, I have to have enough explore, which for this scenario is 3. How do I lose? Basically, I have 20 life. If this goes down to 0, I lose. If this deck runs out and we have to reshuffle it, we reshuffle it with the Archfiend in it, and then if I draw the Archfiend, I lose. If I draw the very first turn, I lose. If I draw it the very last turn, I lose then. So it's kind of a little bit random, but I have to get through the entire deck. My deck is shuffled ahead of time, and I'm not going to shuffle this deck now because it has to stay in fits, or you could get all the keys in the beginning and make it kind of easy. My deck is always the same cards in the beginning of the game when you first play. And I'll just shuffle these up. And as you move along the game, you can upgrade your cards. The general mechanic of this game, which makes it pretty interesting, is right down here. There's an explore action, a fight action, influence, and essentially the value above it is how strong it is. So my explore right now is 1, fight 2, influence 3. When I want to use 3 influence, I would use it by turning it, and then everything gets slid down, and now fight has 3 influence. But you'll notice that eventually there would be cards out there that need more than 3. So how do we get 3 or 4 or 5? If we tap it 45-degree angle, we can add a power to it, and now this is a 2 + 1 power card. We can add up onto 5 of those tokens onto it. So that's the general gist of the game. I'll run through the explanations as we go along, and if the chat has any questions as we go along, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So I guess let's jump into it, see what happens, right? Let me make sure everything's set up good, everything looks good. All right, so yes, any questions, let me know. Let's jump into it. So the very first thing that happens in the beginning of every round is the start of the round abilities. And I have a cheat sheet right here, so I'm just reading off this, not doing this from memory. Start of the round abilities, activate. There's nothing out there to activate, so we're good to go. We draw and play 1 threat. This is the threat deck, the bad cards, into the area. All right, when we drew a key in the beginning, which is interesting. So normally an enemy would come out and we have to deal with it, but this works too. If there was any played activation that needed to be done on it, we would do that now, but there isn't. So we now draw a card. And this is our first memory. It's a basic memory. We ignore the cost of 1 spirit for this round if we play this card, okay? So that's essentially what it says down here. Ignore a spirit cost of 1, threat this round. And the shield thing you don't have to worry about right now. Nothing's going to do damage to me, so I don't really have to worry about that right now. So we can just hold on to that. So this key, it's going to be hard to say, has an explore action of 5 down here. That explore 5 action is going to be a little tough because right now we have 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to tilt this and power this card up slightly, bring it up to a power of 2. And then we're using influence not to influence anything on the board, but we can use it instead to draw an extra card. So that's what we're going to do. Everything shuffles down and we get to draw another card. Memory of Honor, which is going to give us 1 more influence when we play the card. So we have 2. We can have up to, what is it, 6? We have up to, I think, 6 cards in our hand. Yeah, 6 cards in our hand. All right, so that's everything. We can't do everything else. You're allowed to tap one card, or that's not called tapping, activating one card. You can tilt one card, and the other one you can't do anything else with, but there are sometimes cards in this deck that lets us manipulate that a little bit more. So we did everything. Let's see, we would now take any damage, but there's no damage to be had, so that works out well. Discard played memories, which are none. Get down to 6 cards, we only have 2. We rotate all of our actions back to normal. End of round abilities, if there were any, would activate. There are none, so we are good to go. And then a new round begins. And it's as simple as that. That is one whole round and how you play the game. This is an example of a key, and we'll get into some of its special abilities, but generally, when you turn a key, you can do another action. So like I wasn't able to touch this last card, I would have been able to if I could turn my key when I own it up here. The other thing that this key allows me to do is when I flip it, I get an extra fight token. Now, there's an order of operations in this game that can kind of be overlooked sometimes. If you flip it, you can no longer turn it. All right, once it's flipped over and it's on its backside, can't do anything else with it. But you can turn it, and then you can flip it. There is that difference in the game that's important to note. So, let's go. Next one is a Mystic, which is a terrible card to get. I'll explain why in 1 second. The Mystic played reveal threats until you reveal a key. Put it into play, shuffle and replace the rest of the deck back on. So the reason this is terrible is because usually with keys, it allows you to have like kind of a soft break where you can catch up and get back to normal. This is not going to allow us to do that, unfortunately. And that means we're going to get 2 keys out really early, which I don't love. Oops, put that there. And then we shuffle these back up and put them on. So now we know we have a long time before another key comes out. There wasn't, well, let me look through this. There was not another Mystic. So we have a while before another Mystic comes out, which is at least something. I personally cannot stand Mystics. They are the worst. They ruin your day so quickly. That's all right, we'll figure it out. So the Mystic will do 2 damage to me each round, and I need 4 influence to get rid of it. I have the ability to get 1 more influence, but that is it. And I'm going to be taking 2 to the face a lot, it seems. So that's not cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap this, move all this up, and we're going to tap it to draw a card. This is going to give us 2 extra explore, which is nice. So we have a power of 2, which still doesn't help us quite. So we're going to turn it this way and power up this card. And hopefully nothing gets rid of that. We're going to get 2 damage done to us, bringing our total from 20 to 18. And I forgot to mention that if I go down to 0, I lose. Now I don't lose, right? I don't lose the whole campaign. There's over here, what's known as ribbons. If I lose all 5, I lose the campaign. So technically, if you have a bad game, it's not going to throw you completely off, but it's not great. A campaign is, I think it's actually through all of it. In the base game, there's only 5 vignettes, and that's what this is that we're doing, and this is called a vignette. There's 5 of them. If you get the expansion, there's like 15 more. I've never made it that far, so I have no idea how hard this game gets. All right, so we've returned everything. We took our 2 damage. We're down to 18. We have 2 keys out there. We have the ability to get a key next hand, which we might want to. We'll see. I think we might actually go that round. I'll show you why in a second. All right, next card is a Pariah. After we defeat it, there's stuff that goes on with it, but for right now, it's gonna be, oh man, it's another 2. Jeez. All right, so for there, what we can do, well, what we might do, is use this card, right? So it's a 3. We're going to use the token for 4 and use a memory of Veil for 5, 6. We're going to have enough to get this memory, which costs 6, the other one costs 5, and get that. That's going to cause all of this to slide down. I don't touch that, sorry. Now, I can turn this card to do another action of my choice, which I'm actually going to do this and get rid of this token to hit the Mystic for 4. Take out the Mystic. So at least we don't have to worry about that right now. That's for Explore. Then we're going to just tap this to put 1 back onto there and power that card up. So hopefully that helps us out. Unfortunately, the Pariah is still going to do 2 damage to us, which is terrible and really stinks. I'm still holding a card that lets us, ignore the spirit cost of 1, but it's a cost of 2, so I can't do anything against it. If it was 1, I could ignore it for at least a round and, you know, make it a little better on myself. So down to 16 life, which is not ideal, but we'll hang on there. Now we throw out the next card. Alright, so the fighter does bruise. Remove 1 power token from your influence. But we don't have that, so we don't have to worry about that, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is do this 1 cost. He costs 1. Now, when we defeat him, we place him in our discard pile because he's going to throw our deck off. So we can't use him. Just he's like a wasted turn, basically. It kind of stinks. So we have that. We're going to tilt that one slightly, get that one back up. And now he would attack us, but we're going to ignore the cost of 1. So we're going to take no damage for this round. At least try to catch back up a little bit. We're going to go back. All right. So we can still get 1 more explore, which is good because we're at 3 right now. If we got that up there, we could get the 5th one, which would be good. Lets us do another action, hopefully. All right, another pariah. It's 3 influence to take it out and does 1 damage at a time. We draw a card. I think I drew a card in the last round. I'm not sure. You have to let me know if I didn't draw a card last round, but that's all right. All right, so explore. No, I don't think I did. That's all right. Explore 2. But we want to get out the fight. So we have 4 fights, so we might as well do this, right? That makes the most sense. And we take out the fighter, at least. And that bumps that up, which is good. Should probably raise this. We're probably gonna leave everything there. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it like this. And we're just gonna take the 1 damage, bringing us down to 15. Yeah, that's gonna be the best move. So I think we're gonna do this, get an extra action, so we can clear this key out and take this guy out. I hope, depends on what this card is. The Goblin. So shuffle your discard pile into your deck when he is played. Shuffle discard pile into your deck. Okay. Or Hobgoblin, not the Goblin. I'm sorry. I think there's actually 2 different characters for that. All right, so shuffle this up a little bit. Now he is a 4 fight and does 1 spirit damage. Okay. Draw a card. 1 fight, which is pretty good. So we got to work on getting our fight up there. All right, so I like the idea of getting our key now. So let's do 3, 4, 5 to get this key. This all scoots down. Now this brought this up to 3. I'm gonna turn that to activate that. So I could do this now for 3 and get rid of him. Goes to our discard pile. And now we're able to get the fight all the way up there. And we might as well tilt that to get the +1. All right. And now we're going to take 1 damage from him, bringing us down to 14. So hopefully you're getting the rough idea of the game. See, this is where the hard part is, where I was talking about the Mystic. Because now if we were to draw somewhere in there a key, we essentially get a free round, right, to catch up. We wouldn't have an enemy attack. We could take out our enemy. We'd be good to go. So we really need kind of like a key right now to help balance this out. Without it, you're always slightly falling behind, it seems. It's really hard to kind of catch up. So it's not ideal. And unfortunately, I think there's like 3 more Mystics in there. Yeah, there's 3 more Mystics in there, and there's a Goblin King in there somewhere. So, all right. We have another one. So shuffle your discard pile into your deck. There's only 2 cards, so we'll get that in there. And he is a fight of 2. So that means we should be able to get him out 2 rounds in a row, which is nice. Still doing 1 damage to us though. But we'll keep taking them out quickly, effectively, efficiently. All right. So that's there. Now we draw our card. And ignore a spirit cost of 1 threat this round, which is great. It's really, really good because now we don't take damage this round. There's also another card in here in my memory deck that allows me to do 2 actions. So we're kind of hoping for that too at some point. All right, so let's do our 4. We're going to get rid of that. Take out our 4. So we have 1 left that's a 2. And we're going to be able to take it out next round. So we're going to tilt this because we're going to... There's still a big explorer out there. So there's a 5, a 6. I think there's a 4. I think there's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I think that's the order. So 8's the hardest one to get. So we got to save up for that to come our way. So we're going to ignore the cost of this so that we don't lose any health. And we will refresh back up. All right. So we remove 1 influence token when he is played, unfortunately. That stinks. They both use fight, which is not great. So let's use fight plus a memory of might and get rid of this goblin. And we'll tilt this in case we get lucky and a thing comes out, a key. He's gonna do 1 damage to us. That's 13. Again, you can see him slowly still falling behind, unfortunately. All right, another pariah, and I get a 2 to fight, which is interesting. He's got a 4. Ugh, that's not great. All right, so let's use this to draw a card, because basically we need everything else to power up right now. And we got our pariah, which just goes in our discard pile, so that was useless for us. And we're gonna do this to get an extra 1 there. So unfortunately we now lose 2 spirit. Oops, so 13 down to 11. Refresh back up. All right, healer. All right, so at least the healer is going to heal us 1. I also realize I've been messing up now. In this first scenario, defeated keys give you 1 extra spirit, so I'm just gonna give myself the 2 right now. So that brings me up to 14. I should have had them before, but it doesn't really make a big difference when I get them, but that's all right. So the spirit comes, so that healer comes out, which I actually kind of want to take it out right away because I can heal again really fast. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let us... Yeah, let's take out the pariah. So we'll use Memory of Honor and the 3. Take out the pariah. Oops, he goes in our discard. And we'll add 1 more onto this. And that's that. -2. Brings us back down to 12. Clean up our cards. Alright. Next card. Oh my gosh, this is the Mystic. So now we search for a key. So you're going to see how this kind of screws us up once again, because now we are not getting that turn to catch back up. And we're pretty much falling way too far behind at this point. There's the key that we needed. So there's 2 goblins going to come out next. That stinks. So honestly, this is my biggest fault of the game, is that it feels like you can never truly catch. Like once there's like 3 people out there, once there's 2 out there, it's really hard to catch up. It's really hard to do. And Mystics, they're frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, they're frustrating. So we draw our card, 2 for influence. So she has a 5. It's gonna take a bit to get to. We can get the fighter, which is good. So we'll do that. Gets rid of the fighter. I'm gonna increase this because that's what we have to work on next. We're gonna go down to 2, which brings us down to 10. Alrighty. Now we know when the next one's gonna be a goblin. Oh look, a goblin. So he needs 4 fight, and he's gonna do 2 to us. Actually, we could do 2. We could do that right now. She's gonna do 2 to us too. Oh, I didn't take out enough health then. That should have been 9. All right, let's do that. So let's get the key. That's a 3, a 4. Shuffle all this down. We get to heal 1. We get the keep because I've been forgetting to do that already. So that's fun. Now, we're going to turn over this one to get a +1 on here. We're going to tilt this one, which allows us to do another action, which is going to be this one. Oops. I'm going to pay that. So that's 4. Take out this goblin. Remove him from the game when we defeat him. So at least we're down to only those 2 again. We're going to tilt this one so that we will be at 5. All right. They do 3 damage again. Brings us down to 5. Getting crushed, unfortunately. Next card is the other goblin. And our card is a 2/2 fight. Now, we can take out that Mystic, which is probably what we should do. Yeah. So, we're going to tilt this. Take out these 2. Which is 5. Takes out the Mystic. And now we need to worry about that goblin too, so we're going to add 1 to this. Alright, so that brings us down to 3. Set back up. And we lose a fight, which is not what we needed right there. And we swap the position of 2 actions. That could be good. We basically have a bunch of 2s in our hands, which is awesome, honestly. But not quite what we need. So, all right, let's get rid of this goblin. So we're gonna activate this and use one of our memories of blood to do 4. Take the goblin out of the game. We're gonna add 1 more onto this. So that's down to 2, so that brings us down to 1. That's good. It's a good spot to be in, right? And the next card is a fighter that gets rid of influence. So we can do 2 plus a 2 to get rid of the healer. And it heals us 1. It brings us back up to 2. And unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the game. It doesn't really matter what I do. They're going to do 2 damage. That's going to be the end of that. So that's that. So you can see how it can pile up on you. And you can see why I hate Mystics so much. It's, to me, that's the most frustrating part of the game is the Mystic, because you need that key to get that free round in, basically. And where are Memory of Knowledge? There should be 2 of them, right? Oh, there's only 1. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, there we go. Memory of Heart, 2 of them right next to each other. 4 or 5 more rounds from now. Let's use 1 available action. That's the other thing I need to like have a chance to catch back up. So now let us set up another game really fast and play through it again and see what happens. And see if we don't make any mistakes this time. And see how it goes. Yeah, Robbie, it's like I said, it's good. But I'll be honest, the Mystic kills you. It really does. And especially for what it does, it's kind of nuts. But what the best part of it is, when you're not demonstrating the game or showing off the game, you can play it really fast, right? Like, you can play this game so fast. And that's kind of what my favorite thing about it is. Like, I like the campaign and all, and I like that there's a way to set up in the rulebook that if you just want to like jump into the middle of a campaign, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. By upgrading some memories, and it'll let you do that. So I like that idea of it, that if I just want to jump to whatever, just throw in some memories, right? Because it's technically more difficult. I like that essentially if you wanted to change the game to operate your own way, you could just throw in any memory that you want. Or like you switch out your memories is what I mean. Make sure I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, sweet. I could also, if I want to make this really easy, flip this to the other side, and this is a 4 now. You could start crushing it. You can absolutely start crushing it. And the art is beautiful. You know what's funny too with this Kickstarter? I didn't initially back it because I didn't know how to feel about black and white cards, because I love the Kill Forth games a lot, and I love the art on them, and they're gorgeous. And with this, I was not sure how to feel about them, but when you see them in person, they're really good. They're solid. I really hope that, you know, there's gonna be another game in this series. I like to think that he'll slowly bring color to the set, which would be awesome. You know, just splashes of color, and then maybe the last one is like a full thing. I don't know. I can dream. But I agree that there are games that will take all evening to set up and tear down. And I will spend a lot of time not playing those games because of that very thing. All right, so we made our 5 piles. There's 5 keys in the bottom right now. There's a Goblin King in this one, so now that you've seen set up. And then we start with the bottom pile. This is number 5. And I'm just gonna, oops, we're gonna shuffle this up. And try to do this again. And actually, if I blow through this fast enough, I might just put this on easy, just so I can win. And yeah, they do. They the one artist from, I remember reading this somewhere, but there's an artist on Gloom who worked with him, but not on Shadows. And she only does like a few games, but she's super, super talented. And it's funny because you can kind of tell where her art is because it's just like stunningly good. And I think she just stopped doing board games, maybe, or maybe wants lots of money. I don't know. I forgot her name. I'm pretty sure it's Russian, but yeah, it's amazing what she did, especially in Gloom. But I mean, I really like Shadows. I like the theme of Shadows, and I think every iteration of his games seems to improve and mature. So I'm definitely a fan of that. That is for sure. And I'm excited to see what he does next with this. I'm really excited for Call It Kill Forth, to be honest. Because I gotta get my game mats. I gotta get my neoprene for Kill Forth. Alright, get that done. I want to make sure I mix these up. Hopefully all the mystics are on the very bottom of the deck. That'd be cool. Like just 5 in a row right there. Just so it doesn't matter. But with my luck, they're always at the top. So, oh well. All right. And then we will shuffle our deck up. And I gotta put these back in order. Now, Robbie, have you you spent a good amount of time playing this game at all, or no? I'm always curious how much other people have played this. Because this, I'll be honest, once I started getting more into Marvel Champions, this started taking a back seat to everything. And it became like a lunchtime game that I play now and again. Because I don't have to like build anything or anything like that. Set that up. And these tokens off. 20, 21, 23. All right, sweet. Yeah, the mat's great. The other side's like a different art piece too, I think. Without the writing on it, which is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I really love it. So, like I said, they make beautiful stuff and it's good quality. But really, my other big problem now is there's so many games to play. There's so many games. All right, we were all set up. We were shuffled. I think I shuffled this. I'm 90% sure I shuffled this. Everything's in order. Everything's good. We're at 20. Technically, we lose a ribbon, so we might as well play correctly, right? Oh, jeez. Let's do that across the map. All right. Here we go. Let's try again. This will definitely be better. Don't be a mystic. All right, cool. Fighter. We don't have to remove 1 token because there's nothing to remove. And now we got a heal card, so it's nice. That's fine. So we need to get fight up there. So let us do this to draw a card. 2 influence, which I like. And we'll add 1 to here and take 1 damage from our fighter, bringing us down to 19. Ready up. All right, don't be a mystic. All right, the goblin. 4 fight. Oh my gosh, 2 fight. Oh, but he's a 2 attack fight. So, see ya, Goblin. See ya. Remove from the game. Okay. Now, we're going to be dealing with this fighter for a while. So I'm going to play this card that lets me heal for 1. Might as well, right? Why not? Let's do this. Let's do that in case we get a key soon. I'm hoping. So he's going to do 1 damage to us. We're good to go. A healer. All right. It's not awful. And 1 to influence. She needs 5 to defeat her. And that explorer is all the way up there, which is not great. So we might as well get more cards. Because I can't take anything out, unfortunately. So, a 1. We're going to add 1 there. They're going to do 2 damage to me, so bringing me down to 18. Let's set everything up. So here's my goal. I'm at 3 for here. I have a 2 influence card, so I can take her out and heal next turn. Nothing bad. Come on. All right, Hobgoblin. Oh, a fight. Jeez. And swap any 2 positions. That might be key. That might be key. So let us take out her, the healer. We'll do a 3 with a 2. It does the 5. I heal 1 for taking her out. So that brings me back up to 19. Brings all these cards down. And let's see. We're at 3, but we might as well increase this to a 4. They do 2 damage. 17 I'm down to. Big key. Hey, all right. So this is what I'm talking about. We got a free turn now. It's not an extra enemy out there. Allows us to catch up. Plus, we can use 1 additional available action now. So that helps a decent amount. So we could swap positions. That's useless right now. All right, let's 3, 4 and take out. I never shuffled my discard pile. I think it would have just been the heal card back in. So that's 4 we just did. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll take out the goblin. Okay. This all goes down. We'll increase this so that we can work on taking out the key, and now we only get 1 damage done to us, so we're down to 16. All right. Don't be a mystic. Oh my god. All right. Oh, there's another mystic in there. That's not great. There's our other key. And it's our 8 key too. So there's another mystic in there, which can really kind of get us down fast, unfortunately. So we have a 5 sitting there. And nothing else great. But what we can do is we can swap the position of any 2 cards, right? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to swap these 2 positions. And then we're going to use this for, move all this up, to get rid of this fighter. So at least now we're only dealing with the mystic. And we need 1 onto this. And I think that's where we're going to sit right now. I think that's the smart play. -1 brings us down to 15. All right. Next card is a Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. We shuffle our discard pile back in our deck. He only needs 2 fight to get rid of. She needs 4 of that, which is good because we already have that. And we draw a card. Hopefully something good. Use 1 additional action. Okay. Okay. So let's do 4 to take out our mystic here. Now, here we go. Use 1 additional available action. We're going to do this to take out this goblin. We are caught up. This card's clutch. Those switch. And we'll use one. Get that back up there. We don't take damage for a round. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, but we are doing it. Alright, Goblin. Remove from the game and defeat it. 4 fight will take it out. We're not quite there yet. So this is at 6. Oh, so we can get a key. So let's do that. 6. When we get the key, we heal 1. Just for the first vignette. This all goes down. He needs a 4 on that. I'm actually thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that to tilt or tap this, bring this down, draw another card. Okay. We're gonna do that to increase that 1 by 1, and then we're gonna play ignore spirit cost of 1. That's where I just drew, so we don't have to worry about taking damage this round. Next card is a pariah. Alright. So that's a 2, which is fine, because we'll be able to knock this out. Alright, here we go. So this is 4. Let's take this thing out, removes from the game. These all move up. And then, where is it? Use 1 additional action. I'm gonna use this. Takes this out, goes in our discard pile. Do that, get her explore back up. So we're finally starting to hum now. We're doing better. Still gotta get an 8 though. Alright, the next card's probably gonna be a mystic, because I think we've went through all the cards. That gets rid of that token, we don't have to worry about that. Or fight, which we're not quite at yet, unfortunately. Let's tilt or activate this to draw a card. The 2 explore, which is great. And we'll do this. We'll do that. Alright, so which one is this one? 1 power token. Okay. Take 1 damage down to 15. Alright, set this back up. Alright. It's not too bad. This is gonna be a mystic though. Called it. Alright. Let's look for that key. Nice card. Still not ideal. So that key is a 7. We have the 8 and the 7 out there, which is something, I guess. We draw a card. 1 for explore. So we'll do this to get rid of the fighter. Move all this up. I can't. Well, I can get influence up. So I have a 1 influence card, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. But she's gonna do 2 damage, which stinks, but that's alright. Because we need to get explore up. So she's gonna do 2, we're gonna let it do 2. It's 13. And get ready. So I'm hoping we can grab a key real soon after we take out this mystic. Alright, Goblin. It's a low card, good. Shuffle your discard pile back into your deck. And there goes the pariah. Alright, Robbie, we're feeling a little bit better about this, man. We're getting there. Alright. So, we should probably take her out first. So we will play a Memory of Honor. Take out the Mystic. I want to get this up because I want to do that next. So, that's that. 1. He's down to 12. Okay, cool. Get all that back up. Next card is the Mystic. Okay, cool. So we have 3 keys out. God, we have a lot of cards left too. There's another Mystic. There's the Healer. There's our Key of Power. Alright. We have a lot out there, unfortunately. I still have to draw a card, I remember that. Let's go. Let's go. Draw a card. Let's go. Alright, 1 Explorer. So, let's get that 8 out there. That's gross. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gives us the Key of Light. We heal 1 for the vignette that we're on. All this stuff goes down. So, what I want to do is take out that hobgoblin, which I'm going to turn this. Takes this thing out. Take this goblin out. Then we're gonna flip over this 8 just so we can get our memory now. And ignore a 1 spirit cost damage card. That's perfect. And we can tilt this to get a +1 onto this. Instead of taking the damage, we're gonna play that so that we get 0 onto that. So everything stands back up. All right. We lose a fight token, but we don't have to worry about that because we have none. Jokes on that card. Use one additional action, which is perfect. So it's less perfect for this round actually, because I can't use that card twice. 3. All right, but what we can do is let's do this. And we use the 3 to get rid of this mystic, right? So that's taken care of. Let's flip this over to put 1 power onto this. And then we can use 1 additional action available. So we'll do that. That'll be a 4, 5 to get this key, which heals us 1. This all shuffles down. We'll increase this by 1. Okay. Then we just take 1 damage. So it brings us down to 13. Okay. All right. Goblin is a 4 fight. Actually, that kind of works out. Draw a card. Ignore spirit cost of 1. Perfect. So we're gonna do a 4 right there. Bam. Gets rid of this goblin. Then we remove it from the game. And then we can tilt this to do 1 available action. We're gonna do this one for 3. Take out this one. There we go. Getting better. No damage done. Finally caught back up. Oh, that felt good. That felt really good. All right. Oh my gosh. I feel like every time I get slightly ahead, a mystic comes out. Excuse me. Holy cow, where's his last key? There it is. So the goblin is getting shuffled back in, which is not ideal, but that's okay. And that means the goblin's coming up soon. And we gotta do massive amounts of damage to take it out. So I did that so I get to draw a card. Swap the position of any 2 cards. Alright, so we're gonna play that. We're going to swap the position of any 2 cards and actually swap these 2 cards. We're going to use this action 4, 5, take out this mystic. Then we might as well just power up Explore, right? Because we got to get that 7. So we just have to get the 7, get the 4, kill the Goblin King. We should be like pretty darn good. We're actually hanging in there pretty well. Just don't be the Goblin King right now. All right, Pariah. That's a 4. Ugh, that wasn't ideal either, but that's okay. So let's draw a card because we can't really do much else. Wait, did I ever draw a card the first time? No, I did not. So this is my first drawn card. Now I draw a card for this to heal. All right, so I have 5. I have the ability for 6, but I might as well do that. All right, so what we will do is ignore the 1 damage, and we're actually going to be able to heal for 1. So that brings us back up to 14. All right, cool. Cool. Healer. Brings us up to 15. She's a 4. Okay. And 1 card. All right, so let's get this 7 card. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this. 7, which gives us this key, which lets us heal 1 up. So that's 16. Oh, this slides down. I would hate to use it this way. I'm not going to. Alright, so we're just going to do this. We're going to take the 2 damage. Because the other options, I have a 2 attack card, a 2 influence card, but I don't want to use that because that'd be 1 extra, and I feel like that's not. Alright, so we have enough influence. We'll see how this goes, but the Goblin King's going to come up. There he is. Alright. 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 We got 4 there. We got 6. So we could do 6. We can get 6 right away on him, which is kind of key. And we need to get this one up to 6, which I'm a little more worried about. I think we just get hit in the face a lot, and we just take it out, hope for the best. That's almost what I'm kind of thinking right now. So let's do it. 4, 5, 6. Get to use one of these, just cover up that top one. And then we need to get this up to 6. So I got that. Now we get hit pretty hard. So it's 2, 3, 4. Brings us down to 10. Woof. Alright, next card out is, alright, a healer. That's good for us. Brings it back up to 11. I draw a card and it's a pariah. So this is at a 4. I can get it up to a 5, but it doesn't fully help. So let's do this and draw a card to explore, which kind of helps a little bit. We'll use the heal card and heal ourselves back up 1. And we're going to do this to power up a little bit. And next turn we can do that. So we get hit for 1, 3, 4, 5. Bring us down to 7. Oh no. Oh no. That's all right. I feel like once we take him out, we'll be set. Pariah. Move all those over. Yeah, I have additional actions I keep forgetting about. Oh, I could have gotten an extra fight. Holy cow, I was playing that stupid. Actually, that's okay. That's okay. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes out the Goblin King. So we first off we gain 1 health, which is great, and we get 2 power tokens. So I mean, I'm both on the heater, right? Might as well. Yeah, I like that. That's what we're gonna do. So that goes there. We're gonna do this to do another action, and we're gonna do a 3, 4 to get rid of a healer, which is gonna heal us back up another 1. Then we're gonna flip this, which allows us to heal another 1 up to a 10. And we'll increase this 1 by 1. We're right there. We're right there. We're right there. I feel it. Oh, this is good. Because all we have to do is get this key and go to this portal. Yep. That's all we have to do. We're right there. We got this. All right. Okay. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 5th key. Okay. Another pariah is out there. That's fine. I don't care about that. So let us get this key. Let's get this key going. That's the 4. Move all this. There's our key. We heal 1. Sweet. Portal comes into play. All right. So we have to do another explore action, but for 3. And I have the card to let us do it. We just need to make it next round. That's all we have to do. So, and then we swarm me. Let's go. Get in that portal. All right. Is there anything else? We can just... We can... All right. What we'll do is we'll just do this. Do this. You get another card. Use 1 additional action, which is fine. We can tilt this. That's that. All right, so we're at 11. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 life left. All right, so we, oops, this all stands back up. We lose 1 fight token. Joke's on the game. We don't have one. 2. There it is. All right, so the 3 to get into this portal. And we play Memory of Veil. And that's it. Portal. We did it. We went from decimated to crushing the game with 3 cards left. And 6 health. That was a good one. And it was fun. Oh, that feels good. I have beaten this so few times. Hey, Sword and Board Games, good to see you, man. I've beaten this so few times that I have no idea like what you even do next because I lose all the time. Let's see, ending the game. If we won. All right, so we win. So we do memory upgrades, which basically we choose the Veilwraith chooses a memory in their memory deck and returns 1 copy of that memory to the game box and chooses 1 memory to upgrade. Then we would get any other rewards. Some rewards offer bonuses when defeated. This did not. And then non-memory cards, remove any of them from the deck, restore your spirit, and you get to the next vignette. Yeah, it's... I probably played this game about 30 times now, and I want to say I've won 4, 5 times, maybe. So let us... How long have I been doing this? Only for an hour. We could do another game. We could do one more. We're going to do one more. So let's get those pariahs out because they're the worst. Okay. So that is that. Look at the keys. And then let's look through these sweet memory upgrades. Is this them? Memory upgrades. Sweet. All right. So the way this generally works is I can only upgrade to a 1 higher shield than what I currently am, or whatever the card is I throw away. There's a bunch of 2s, and I can't go higher than that, so that's perfect. All right, so I think they have to be in the same vein, right? I think that's how this works. Okay. Choose a memory. Memory upgrade buttons. The memory upgrade must be either the same combined value or 1 higher than the memory, whatever. If a memory upgrade has a boxed memory, interesting. Listed, they must return that game back to return that one back to the box. So, for example, I remember saying that. Let's see if we can find one. Here we go. For example, this one says boxed memory of heart. So in order to do this one, we have to, oh man. Use 1 additional, oh, it must be the additional action card. It allows you to also add a power token. Oh, that's gross. But Memory of Sorrow lets us return a threat to the top of our threat deck. Also gross. Let's just take our memory and throw it to the bottom of the deck. Oh man, there's so many options. God, the upgrades are... This is what's kind of like slightly annoying is I wish you could play with some of the upgrades like right off the bat, right? Like just jump into the game, play with your upgrades, because some of these cards are fascinating to like deck build with. Use one additional action. All right, so let me just make sure Memory of Heart is what I think it is. Memory of Heart, use one additional available action. Yeah, so you can't stack them a bunch, which I guess that makes sense why I don't want you to do that. Alright, so let's do, I kind of like the idea of returning a threat to the top again. So I like the idea of that, and it basically replaces one of these cards, Memory of Honor. So let's get rid of a Memory of Honor. We'll put that one in and get the upgrades off to the side. All right, Vignette 2, let's go. Vignette 2. So this one was Lost Ruins. In life, the ruined goblin was king, beyond death, wielding sickness and sin. Super depressing. Now we go to the Nesting Woods. So let us gather all this up. Reorganize our cards really fast. Got that. Mystic. Please don't be a mystic. There's no mystic in this next deck, so I feel like I have a better chance already. I feel like there's a chance. There's there. Mystic. Fighter. Goblin and healer. All of those come into play. That, and the rest. Okay, so we now are going to add in 3 enforcers, which are these. So we'll shuffle them up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we add in 3 eremites. I'll just pick those 3 randomly. 4 fighters, so all the fighters go in. 2 goblins. I'll randomly select 2. Pick these 2. 2 goblins, 3 healers. That's what I like to see. And there's gonna be 3 nymphs and 4 pariahs. So we can throw all the pariahs in there. And gotta get the nymphs. How many was it? 3 nymphs. Alright. Then there's an ogre stack and 2 and 4, and the mad watcher stack is 3. Alright. So was it ogre and mad watcher? Alright, there's ogres and mad watchers. Cool. Cool. So let's get our keys, shuffle them up. Alright, Robbie. I appreciate it. Good luck learning, Adam. Hopefully I'll be joining you all tomorrow. Hopefully I get the box. Supposedly tomorrow. But I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, dude. Thanks, man. Alright, so that goes there. Mad Watcher goes 3. They go there. Alright. There we go. Well, at least we had one good game at the very least. And then we'll see how the rest of this goes. I presume amazing. Alright. So, regardless of how this goes, this will probably be the last game of the evening. So, you know, hopefully it's a win. Alright, shuffle these all up. I don't know why that was uneven. I feel like that should have been even. 4, 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 17, 18, 15. That should have been even. Oh, because that one goes there and that one goes there. That's why. Okay. Alright, shuffle this bottom deck. There we go. Deck 5. And then we'll do deck 4. Deck 4. Do deck 3. And we can get rid of the Goblin King. We don't need him anymore, that's for sure. Alright. Okay, alright, so that's that. Get rid of the power tokens. So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. And shuffle this up and we will be good to go. So the game again plays exactly the same. There's no difference. Technically we're down to 4 ribbons, so we'd have 4 more losses to try to beat the 5 vignettes. And hopefully we just apply the same strategy again without the mystics. Hopefully it's a little bit easier. I still feel like they were just stupidly powerful. And let's bring this back up to 20. Get some water and be good to go. So, let's begin. Goblin with a 4 fight. And I drew 2 Explorer. So we'll do Influence first because we want to draw a card. Gets us 2 Influence, which is fun. We can get this one up 1, so the next round I'll be able to handle the Goblin. This is down to 19. Alright, so first off, flipping a key also adds 1 Influence power token. Just good to know. Alright, the Nymph is out. Played, remove 1 power token from your Explore action, which we don't have any yet, so that works out just fine. Nymph, we have to do one or the other. So there's no asterisk next to the Nymph, so it's one or the other. So we'll see. We'll see. It's still only doing 1 damage. Oh shoot, Goblin did 2. I'm sorry. It's 18. So we'll take out the Goblin. And then we remove him from the game after we defeat him. Let's work on Explore some more because I'm a little more concerned about that. I can take out the Nymph next turn. Gets us down to 17. Alright, so play, discard 1 power token. Jeez. That is rough, but almost anything can take him out, which is nice. So let's do... We're going to do a Memory of Redemption with 2 on that. Take out this Nymph. And... we're going to add 1 power to this. We're going to cancel his 1 attack with that card, so we don't get any damage. And that goes back like that, and then we're good to go. Alright, next card. Hopefully a key. Nope, but a healer. So brings us up to 18. He needs a 3 on Explore. We might as well, because we're really not doing anything with Explore yet. And we need to get this card up there. So that takes him out at the very least. Oh, I never drew a card. Swap 2 action, that's fine. So we need to get this up. That's that. She does 1 damage to us, 17. Alright, 1, and then we get 1, and we heal. Down to 16. Alright, so we need 4 influence on both of them. Let's swap our positions so that we can go here. Do this. Take 1 of these out at the very least. Gets us up to 17. Then we'll put 1 more on Explore. And we need to get this card back up there, unfortunately. Alright. So it does 1 damage to us. Brings back down to 16 after we just healed back up from 17. Come on, a key. There we go. There's a key. Use 1 available additional action. Okay. So 3, 4, 5. All right, let's do this to draw a card. Okay. We're going to do our Memory of Heart to do one additional action. So we're going to do 3, 4, 5 to get this key. Now, all right, flipping a key is going to give us influence. We can tilt that to get power, which really isn't really needed right now. So we'll tap this or tilt that, and we get 1 damage from the healer. Everything stands back up. All right, next card. The Nymph. Remove 1 card or 1 token from the Explorer, but we don't have to worry about that. Nymph is still only doing 1 damage. So we could take it out with a 4, which is nice. That lets us heal 1, back up to 16. Now, we'll turn this to do 1 available additional action. We'll do this, which lets us do the 4 off of that. Yeah, okay. Now we're hanging in now. Everything stands up. Good to go. 1 card there. A Nymph gets rid of our Explorer token, which stinks. Let's see. 2. Oof. You get an extra fight. Oh wait, we might as well do that. So we'll turn it over to get a fight. Now we also get a power token onto there. So we can tilt this with 1, do Memory of Blood to do 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do this to add 1 more onto that. All right, kind of cooking along now. There's our ogre. All right, play. Discard 1 memory. Ugh, that's rough. That's rough. We'll discard that 1. Alright, he's going to be doing 2 damage each round. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this so we can draw a card. Alright. 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we need 1 power into this. Alright, we need that. Alright, so he's going to do 2. Next one is that discard 1 power token. I'll take it off of this. Alright. So now for that ogre, we're going to do 3, 4, 5. Do damage off that top one. That lowers all of this. And then this, we'll do that. And then we're just going to get hit for 3 again. 1, 2, 3, which brings us down to 11. Ugh, okay, hopefully a key comes out soon. There we go. Gets us a free round. Oh, the 7, jeez. So what we're gonna do is 2, 3, or 3, 4, 5 takes out the ogre. So we heal 1, bring us back up to 12. Cool. We can't quite take him out yet, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna take him out next. So we get 1 damage done to us, bring us down to 11. Okay, so let's do 2, 3, 4. Take him out. We need to get this up to that, and ooh, he's gonna do 2. Next card, remove a power token from fight. We don't have to worry about that. So, what we can do. Okay, we can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we get our key. We can turn him or her to do another action. So it's 3, 4, and take out this goblin, removing him for the game. Then what we're going to actually do is turn this over to gain 1 life, bring us back up to 10, and we get 1 token on influence. Turn this to get another token on influence. So we still get 1 damage done to us, which is not ideal. Bring us back down to 9. And we're not in a good position to take that card out, unfortunately. And we're probably going to get something bad soon. Discard 1 power token. Jeez Louise. Okay. So we can do 3 to get rid of this card. Let's do that. Game 1 there. No, let's not do that. I'm sorry. Let's do it on there. So he's going to do 1 damage, bring us down to 8. This is not shaping up to be great. Remove 1 from fight, which stinks. So we're going to do 1 there. Just going to get rid of Emery. Do 1 there. Alright, so we lose 1. Oh, I didn't draw a card. Lose 1 more life. Alright. Next card. Okay. So I'll do this. Gets rid of him. Just fun. Okay. And then I want to start, I guess, upgrading this. In case another key comes out soon. He's going to do 1, bring us down to 6. 1, and we draw 1. Alright, defeat, reset 1 key. Alright, that's cool. Takes a lot to defeat that card. Alright. So let's... What we can do is do 3, and we're going to do 4 with this. The reason being is because we're going to return a threat in play back to the top of the threat deck. So we're actually going to move her back so that we know she's there and take out the pariah. Now, hold on, let's just look at it really fast. So that needs a 4, which is good there. So that means we are going to tilt this, get this up. Okay. Hey Ryan, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's a hallornothing game, Veilwraith. It's a solid game. It is solo only, and it's fun, but it is hard. So essentially, what you're trying to do, I'm sure you can kind of figure out what I'm really doing. But there's 3 main actions: influence, fight, and explore. And whatever the number is that's above it, that's the value of that card, right? So right now, explores 3, fights 2. This is a 1. So for example, most cards just need to do whatever it says in here on the left. So this says 4 fights. I just need to do that. For this one, I can pick which one I want to do. This one, I have to do all 4 things. So I have to do 1 influence, 2 influence, 3 influence, and 4 explore. So, excuse me, for example, I will use 3, 4, and after you use it, it now becomes the weakest card. So I just gotta track that. So you're allowed to do 1 card that's fully activated like this, which lets you use it, and then you can power up another card, which lets you turn a 45-degree angle like this, and you just put a token on it so that you know that's powered up. And it's allowed like 5 tokens on it. And then you can play cards from your hand. So we're going to play this, which allows us not to get hurt by the 1 damage. So we're down to 6 life. I'm going to reset everything back up. And that's really the general gist. I mean, there's a bit more to it, but that's the rough idea. All right, and there's a key, which is good. We're trying to collect a bunch of keys. And luckily, the keys let us kind of get a fresh turn, get a little bit of a break. So she's at 3. So we'll turn this. Do 2 plus 1 is a 3. So that takes out the 3 at the bottom. And we need to start working on that. So we'll get that up. Does 1 damage to us. Down to 5. Everything sets back up. Next card is our Pariah, which is going to do 2 damage, and we need 2 influence to take it out, which really stinks. So, oh, I have to draw a card. Swap any 2 positions. Ugh, okay. What do we have left? 5 life. So she's got a 2 and a 1 left. So there's 2 more rounds, or I could just take him out because he's gonna do 2 damage, which is what we have to do. Take him out. He goes on our discard. Gosh, that's rough. Then we'll do this one. Okay. So she's gonna do another 1 damage. So it brings us down to 4. And essentially, you have to play over a series of vignettes. They're called, basically just a bunch of games in a row, and you're allowed to essentially lose 5 times. We've already lost once. And this is the second vignette. Use 1 more additional action. Okay, cool. So, with that being said, let's do this. There, that's 4. Get rid of this guy. We're going to use 1 additional action available, which is this. It's going to let us do a 2. And we will increase this 1 by 1. And then we're going to play these 2 cards, each one letting us heal for 1. So we're back up to 6 at least. At least we got a little bit of a breather. And stand everything up. Does 1 damage. Down to 5. Alright, Pariah again, which is not great. Alright. So, unfortunately, we really have to take out that Pariah. Now, well, 3. Yeah, let's take her out. So we'll use the 1, takes her out. Resets a key, and we heal 2. So we heal 2. What key can we reset? Do we have a good one? Oh, we do have a good one. So now, what we can do is an additional action. So we'll turn this. We'll do this action now for 3, 4. Which gives us a key. We're going to flip this card over. So we heal 1. And we also get a token on this one. And we can't do 1 more additional action. So we'll do this. He does 2 damage, brings us down to 6. Refresh all that. Here we go. Alright, so remove 1 power from Explore, which stinks. Okay, that's fine. So, we'll do 3, 4. Oh, we never drew a card. Keep forgetting to draw my own cards. That's probably why I'm not doing so hot. Alright, that's a good one. Alright, so we threw out that one, do that, takes that out. And then we'll do an additional action. Do this one. Take out this card. Put it in discard pile. Tilt this. Good to go. We still have only 6. Alright, we're hanging in there. Get rid of a fight. We don't have to worry about that. So we have 2. Alright, let's swap positions. So we can swap this one and this one. We'll use this for to get rid of this guy. And might as well power up this one. Alright, cool. We're hanging in there now. Draw 1 for them. Alright, good. 1 for us. 3. Alright, so play discard 1 memory. I don't have to do that still. We'll get rid of this fight. Yeah. So we're going to do 3, 4, 5. Take out the bottom one. And then next turn, no, we're gonna do one more onto here. All right, so that brings us down to 4. All right, next card, come on, be a key. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna turn this over, and we get 1 normally on this, plus our vignette. Let's get another one. So we're at 2, 3, 4. Five, and this lets us return the key back to the deck. So we heal 1, which is interesting. This card lets us return a threat to the top of the deck, which we're going to pick that one. We're going to bust. All right, we're doing pretty hot right now. We have 3 keys. There's a 4th one coming out. Doing pretty good. All right, so here comes the key. Here's our card. We can get that key now, which is obviously the most important thing. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We do an action and we can get our explorer. So we're waiting on 1 more key now at this point. So we'll get another fight token just in case we need that. All right, we're hanging in there. We have to lose an influence, doesn't matter. We draw a card. So we do 3, 4. Get rid of the fighter. Hanging in there. I like it. I'll go more influence token. We're doing all right. There's 1, and it's a healer. Perfect. This is up to 6. 5 influence we need. We can do that. That's for sure. Do that. So that was 3, 4, 5. Takes out the healer. Lets us heal another 1, which is fantastic. And we'll keep adding power to this one. Come on, key. Ugh, alright, we gotta get rid of a token there. We can't. Oh, that goes away. So we'll do this to draw a card. I'm just gonna take the damage for a round. Hopefully that'll be okay. No spirit cost of 1, perfect. Get that. And then we'll play ignore a spirit cost for 1 round, so we don't take any damage for this 1 round. And hopefully our key comes out soon. Oh no. Okay. So we'll do 3, 4 plus a 5, which takes out this one. So we need to work our way back up with that one, unfortunately. We'll get this card. And he's going to do 1 damage to us, bring us down to 6. Alright. Healer comes out. As the bottom card, 2 bottom cards. It's the other pariah, which stinks. Alright, so we'll do 3, 4, and we'll throw away 2 cards. So let's take out the healer and heal 1. So we're back up to 8. I'll tilt this card, add the power there. Alright, so we lose 1 health. Next card. Oh my gosh, that means this one's the key? Jeez. Okay. Oh, we draw a card. 1 heal. Okay. It's not quite what I was expecting. So let's do this to draw a card. Use 1 additional action. We'll do this so we can do an additional action. We'll do 3, 4, take out this fighter. At least we'll be set up to take him out next turn. Okay, he's gonna do 1 damage to us, brings us down to 6. Here's our key, right? It has to be that. Yep, there it is. It's an 8. All right, so that's where things get interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's do this to take out that pariah. He goes into our deck. I'll do this to get one more onto here. Now, we're kind of in our lost condition now, because we have to shuffle this up and put the Archfiend in there. And if we draw them, we lose. So it's a little scary. And I basically need at least 2 turns. So yeah, I need to survive 2 turns. What this is going to work out to. Don't be the Archfiend. Okay, heals 1, that's fine. Can I draw a card? Heal 1. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get this. I get power up 1, doesn't matter. Alright, so I take my 1 damage from her, bring me down to 6. Stand everything up. This portal now goes into place since we got our 5th key. Alright, we're good. We're good. That's it. So, what we do is we need a 4. So we have a 1. Alright, so let's turn this over and we get 1 on here, 1 on here. So this is at 2, 2, 3, 4. And we get our portal. And that's it. We won. Okay. Oh, that was good. Two good close games there at the end. Oh my gosh. Where is that Archfiend? Now I'm curious. All right. So I had another 2 rounds. He had been the 3rd one. So that would have been a tough one to do, but that was it. That was the game. Now again, you would continue to the 3rd vignette and whatnot, but I'm gonna call it quits there because it's getting late. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this demonstration of the game. Like I said, once you start playing, it's an easy game to play. To figure out is tough. The big strategy, really, honestly, is just as much as you can. Take out whatever enemies there are, like right away, as fast as possible. You kind of really need to do that, and just staying ahead of everything. With the first game, the Mystic is the toughest part. When you draw a Mystic and it takes out that key, because that key is basically a free round that you get to play, because you don't have to worry about the threat or anything like that. That first game is really tough with the Mystic. When you take her out of the second game, it's much easier, much more manageable. But it could still be a little rough. So that was Veilwraith. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, like I said, down below is my Instagram. Reach out to me and ask me anything you want to know. I'll be happy to answer it. But once again, if you're watching this video later on, please like, subscribe, turn your notifications. I would really appreciate it. We have a Discord. I think it's somewhere you can see it somewhere down below. There's also Amazon links to just kind of help this channel out. And I really appreciate that. And once again, everyone that stopped by to talk, I really appreciate you all stopping by and hanging out. And if you're watching this later, thank you very much too. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like this video. So take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.